Sure. We in the building, man. We in the building. It's definitely not Victory Monday, man.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh man, it's definitely the feeling that we did not want to feel, but we definitely were prepared to feel it. Pause.
Yeah, yeah, pause.
Oh man, we are the Dallas Duo. I am one half of the Dallas Duo. I am D Hill. Who do I have with me?
Man, it's your boy D White, man. Thank y'all for coming back again to talk about what we seen yesterday. Man, we got a lot to say, a lot happened. Man, where do
Oh
we start?
man.
Where do we
Uh
start?
Once again I want to thank the three man we for letting us utilize the YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share,
Definitely.
and subscribe. They are returning tomorrow for their episode, uh, Tuesday, 7 p.m. So make sure y'all locked in, set your alarm notifications for that. So they'll recap the entire playoffs as a whole. But
There we
we
go.
are the Dallas Duo speaking on this one particular game, and
Yeah,
god damn it, man.
boy. If
Oh man.
man, if any year was the year to do it, this was the year to do it. And man, we did not take advantage at all.
And based off that statement right there alone, is look at the team that's in the NFC championship game. Teams that utilize that seeing that the NFC was down this year and they
Yep.
took advantage of
Mm-hmm.
it being down. They actually went for it. Like I
Right.
said, the Eagles the entire offseason attacked the offseason with
Man, Howie Roseman, I love that guy, bro. That's
I
what
mean just
GM supposed to do.
you feel what I'm saying? I mean just keep acquiring talent, you know, flexibility,
Draft
you know,
picks,
draft everything. He did. He did. It
everything.
was a picture perfect all season, and
Right.
then they went into the season and kept acquiring talent, making trades, signing
Yeah,
free agents. You
man.
know, doing things that better the team, which when the team already had the number one record.
Yep.
They didn't just rest on their laurels and just say, "Hey, we're gonna ride. This is what we do." And on the flip side, you look at the 49ers. They went through some turmoil. They lost their
Mm-hmm.
quarterback. They
Two
know they had
quarterbacks.
it. Yeah. Well, speaking of first, they lost their rookie. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
first time starter. They lose him. They go back to Jimmy G. They see that they need more talent, or they have a opportunity to get
Right.
better
To get
at
better.
at a position that they've normally devalued. But they
Yep.
said, "Hey, let's go for it." But once
Mm-hmm.
again, this NFC is attainable,
Yep.
and they make a move. Even like I say, they even after losing Jimmy G, going with the third string quarterback, they already knew they had a system in place
Yep.
to go forward with acquiring more talent. And what did we do? The off season, James Washington, Anthony Barr. That's the free agents we bring in
Right. But before that, we decided to get worse on offense
on purpose.
on purpose. You got worse
Per-
on offense on purpose.
on purpose. Like you didn't have to.
Right.
You didn't have to get rid of Amari.
Right.
You didn't
And
have.
at least get some good quality draft capital. You think how we would have got a fifth round pick for Amari Cooper? Come on,
Like
man.
you get rid of Lyle, and like I said, those moves. I mean, the Lyle move. We
Right.
won on that. We won on that move. With the
Hmm.
way Terrence Steele performed this year before he
Right.
got injured. I understand. Getting rid of Amari and your replacement was James Washington. Your hope was Jalen Tolbert in the draft. That's not a good. That's not a good move. You didn't even do a good job replacing Cedric Wilson. To be quite
Dog.
honest.
Cedric Wilson would have been perfect this year for us, bro. Think about that.
And it's not as there. And you're only saying this because you lost. That's not the
We've been
case.
saying.
We've been saying this all off season.
Hmm.
They've been telling you during the entire season what this Odell stuff the
Yep.
entire season.
Hmm.
Their solution was going to get Ty. We were so bad at wide receiver. We was hype
Hype,
about Ty Hilton. Old
hype,
ass
bro.
Ty Hilton off the street.
Off the street. And week
But
14, 15, hype.
But that's what we do. That's what we did, and they sold us hope based off of having a quality regular season. But
Hmm.
with having a quality regular season, that didn't mean nothing because what have we been saying all season?
We
We
say
do not
all
care.
season.
We do not care what you do in the regular season. You will be measured by what you do in
Hmm.
the playoff. We will not get excited or all worked up until we see playoff success. minimum NFC championship.
Thank you. Bro, I don't even know how many times we said that. I mean, we said that at least 20 times, bro. Dude, holy shit.
Every time we went on the street, we just kept reminding people, hey, playoff success, playoff success. And that's why I'm proud of me personally. Because people know I'll snap on you in a heartbeat.
Right.
I didn't give people the satisfaction this year because I told you, of course, I'm going to ride for my team. I wanted success. We didn't get to the minimum goal that we set. The minimum goal that we set was NFC Championship before we get all hype. So, of course, I'm like, hey, that's how you feel? Feel that way.
Right.
Cool. Got your memes, got your little joke, even though your team may make the playoff.
Exactly.
Cool. Feel that way. It's okay. It's okay. You're not getting a reaction out of me even though you're trying to bait a reaction. I mean, I get it. What's it when you keep fucking around?
You find out. You're gonna find out.
Well, it's funny, but we're gonna get into let's get into the recap. Let's get into the recap of the game. And we started off better than what I hope. I'm like, this defense definitely, obviously is the number one defense.
You're right.
In the league, been the number one defense the entire season. We had our opportunities that we could have made an argument that we were the number one defense, and some other defenses came along along the way. They got on hot streaks, but this defense, the entire season, has been, head and shoulders above consistent. That's gonna be the thing. That may be the theme of the night.
Yep.
And we showed up. We came out there. We was moving the ball. It was looking like okay. We're trying to do some things.
Right. Got a first down to open the drive. Like, okay. Doing something. All right.
But we end up punting. It is what it is. But our defense came out hot. Stopped them, stifled them. So essentially, it was a playoff game. It was a rivalry game. It was a boxing match. We're going toe to toe.
Exactly.
And like you say, the defensive effort,
outstanding.
I mean, you gave up 19 points. You gave up one touchdown, bro.
Outstanding, bro. I mean, you can't ask for nothing better.
I mean, that's going to win you most games.
Yeah,
that effort is going to win you most games. The offense didn't come to play. In particular, the quarterback, but we're going to definitely get on him. He's going to have his own damn segment. For sure. But I do have a question for you when we talk about this game. Before Tony, let's say even with Tony Pollard in the game, I do understand that the injury was definitely important. It was definitely pivotal, definitely changed everything about, I guess, what we were going to do on offense. But can you tell me what the game plan was?
The game, Kellen. That's what we all talk about, Kellen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we always talk about. He is so up and down from week to week, bro. Was the theme of the show consistency?
Mm-hmm.
Came out. We he didn't tag the edges we was tagging the edges last week.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't see. I mean, we run up the middle, dives, halfback dives up the middle, curl routes, comeback routes. Like, when's the last time we do pilot the ball? Past the line of scrimmage, wheel route, line them up out wide. I mean, look how the 49ers use Christian McCaffrey. Why can't we use Pollard like that, bro? I don't understand. So I don't know what Kellen was trying to get. I don't know what he was play. We didn't do a play action pass until the third quarter. Bro, play action is one of the things Dak does best, bro. And on that play action pass, if Dak threw a better ball, it would have been a touchdown to CD. He underthrew it. It would still had a 40-yard completion. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what Kellen was trying to get it out there, bro.
And that's one of my points that I wanted to get to allude to, is because you mean to tell me that the game plan that you had this week was the jumbo package? That was it. That was your best. That was your best bet. Was we're going to run at these guys
right
with the jumbo package.
That was a nice little wrinkle, but that can't be it. That's your big wrinkle.
That's your wrinkle. Cool.
That's your big wrinkle. All right.
That's a wrinkle.
Right.
Not your staple. Because and last week we missed because due to me, my personal issues, I had take care of some things at home, so I couldn't record. But what I was going to say was 2 games that was pivotal in attacking this defense was the Dolphins game and the Raiders game. And I use the Dolphins game because if you go rewatch the Dolphins game, you don't have to watch the entire game, just watch the highlights.
Right.
Tua was off before he got injured, and he got injured that game as well. But Tua was off. He was missing a lot of wide open targets. He was attacking that zone. And when I say, well, okay, Mike McDaniels was familiar with the system. Of course, he probably should know how to attack them. So he's like, okay, cool. You mean to tell me none of those plays? I get it. We don't have a Tyreek. We don't have a Jalen Waddle. They wasn't going deep down the field. They was attacking
the zone.
We go to look at the Raiders game that they play. Jarrett Stidham lit them up. Stidham lit them up. What did he do spectacular? You attacking the zone.
Attacking the zone. Geno Smith scored 23 points last week on him. DK Metcalf for 150. And he
made some mistakes, but that playoff game in particular, let me further know that CD was going to have a good game. And what did CD do? CD had a good game. But once again, what did that do for Seattle? Because also once again they had turnovers as well, and they got out of hand. What did we had turnovers. It didn't get out of hand because we still had a chance, but you had to play perfect football based off that game plan.
Right. You cannot give them extra possessions. They're too good to give them extra possessions.
Our game plan fit everything that this defense does best. Like
bro,
Fred Warner,
Cowboy stuff, bro.
Fred Warner, one of the best coverage linebackers. You cannot attack the seams on this team. But what did we try to attack?
The seams. Bro, that's what everybody, they seen what their shows did last Monday against Tampa Bay. You think they're going to let those do that again?
I mean, somebody watch the film.
Every pregame show I seen, you talked about the seams. 49ers is good in the seam cover. They guarding the seams. They're covering the seams. So you knew you won't be able to attack the seams, bro.
Bro, since Richard Sherman was on the 49ers, you knew going deep passes was really their Achilles heel. Since Richard Sherman was on the 49ers, deep passes was normally their Achilles heel. How you attack them on the outside.
Right.
We threw how many deep passes did we throw?
That one.
Okay.
Should have been. That would have been a touchdown.
One that was completed. You threw an inaccurate pass to Gallup. I give you that. You know, you missed CD up the seam with Fred Warner made a great play when you should have had T.Y. on the opposite end.
Wide open.
Those are 3 passes. The rest, you go into the sticks, stop it.
Curl route.
Letting the DBs just sit on it, jump routes, rally and tackle. What they do best.
What they do best.
What are you attacking? It's like it's frustrating, and then you're asking your quarterback to bail you out every single time, bro. It's like
it's ridiculous. The corners be running the routes better than the wide receiver. That in the first interception, that corner knew exactly what Michael Gallup was doing and ran it for him. Michael Gallup had to stop because he was in awe because he thought watching him run that route.
Why would you do anything different? I mean, why would we do anything different? But what's frustrating, we didn't do that last week.
Zone runs, screens. We were doing all that last week. Looking like a brand new team. Slants.
Did we run a slant yesterday?
I ain't seen one there slant from us.
Okay. All right.
Hey, the 49ers showed no ran slants, though.
The 49ers did exactly what they always do. You know what I'm saying? They did exactly what they always do. And on top of that, they wasn't spectacular on offense. It was
not at all.
It was timely possessions that they had. You know, okay, boom, we need to play right here.
Right.
Let me throw 4-5 motions in this one play just to throw a quick slant.
The quick slant.
You know, or hit my playmakers. And like I said, Debo didn't have a great game.
No. Kittle the only one that really did something, you know.
Yeah, he had a game. He had a game. But where was Debo? Where was Christian McCaffrey? Where was Brandon Ayuk? You know, I mean, but it seemed like every time that they needed to play, they was getting some time. They were doing a lot of max protect, and next thing you know, somebody was coming wide open. Jawan Jennings running wide open in the flats all of a sudden. Or Debo was even coming in the flats wide open all of a sudden. It's like, okay, we watching Purdy throw it to wide open receiver.
Wide open.
But then we watching Dak throw it to contested receivers.
Right. Double coverage because because the defense know what's coming.
You know, I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy to game plan for us because what are we really going to do differently?
Nothing. And they know Kellen Moore like a book. He's an open book test, bro.
And when we talk about consistency, and you know what? That's the consistent part about it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do anything different.
Right. This offense doesn't have a staple, like you said. What's our offensive philosophy? What if we need, like the 49ers, they need to play. What they eat, slant. Debo, the best. You know what I'm saying? They got that staple. They know they can get them a first down. What's ours? Please tell me.
Yeah, I want to know in the comments, like, what is our go-to play? What did we hang our hat on? What is that thing we do?
A curl, a comeback route, like
it's a hope Tony break a play.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a hope CD make a play. That's a hope. That's the game plan
to run for the first down or something like
we setting up for that, man. And it's very frustrating seeing this time and time again. And you can say what you want. I'm at a loss because the defense definitely gave you a winning effort. And the offense, mainly your quarterback, did not give you a winning effort.
It's a shame to waste that defensive performance right there, bro.
I mean, you can say it again.
It's a shame to waste that.
Defense held it in at the deal. We got some of these comments they rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen Moore's time is up. My guy Merritt, we're gonna definitely talk about that.
Yeah.
And we have another one, I think. So is Kellen Moore gone? Let's just stick with that right now. Is Kellen Moore's gone? We can hope that he gets a head coaching job.
Right.
We can hope that he can get a head coaching job.
He ain't get no head coaching job, bro.
I'd say we can hope.
He ain't get no job.
The funny thing about it, I personally have way more criticism, for Kellen. This may have been his best year statistically, or game plan wise. Period.
Right.
He did a great job this year. It's not an indictment on Kellen. Kellen has his flaws. I get that. And I understand that. I think
we can do a lot worse than Kellen Moore. Put it like that. Like he ain't the worst OC in the league at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
But the thing about it is, I think when it comes to Kellen Moore and it comes to him and Dak, it's more so an accountability thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. We kept seeing when it comes to Dak's interceptions all year, right? Interception. He says all the right things. Oh, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna fix it. I can't do this. But every week you throw in another same interception. Same type of interception. Especially if you throw two, one of them is your fault.
Bro, he had 8 multiple pick games. That's like NFL record or something, bro.
It's like, okay. Like we said, Gallup, he didn't finish the route. He didn't run the route. Okay, what was the other? Who fault was the other one? It was yours.
Terrible decision.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we get somebody one interception, somebody else's fault. The other interception is your fault. And
it's your fault.
You're throwing interception, and we want you to stop.
Exactly.
But when you come to the sideline, you just go to the sideline. You go to the sideline. You pick up the tablet. You looking.
Who's in your ear?
Nobody.
And that's why I ain't saying nothing to you.
He don't say a word. He don't say a word. Because they don't cuss you out, and it's with. I know that's not his nature.
Right.
I'm not telling him to be somebody that he's not. I'm not telling Kellen Moore to be somebody that is not.
Right.
I'm not telling Doug Nussmeier to be somebody that is not. But what I am saying, somebody on that damn sideline, somebody on their front office, somebody has to hold him accountable.
Right.
And that's what's not happening. So that's the problem that D-White. That's what we have with Kellen Moore. Nobody is holding this man accountable. So your time is up because now it's buddy system, bro. It's like,
thank you.
It's not player to coach. It's like, bro, we used to be teammates.
We were teammates.
You my man.
That dynamic's not. I think it ran his course, bro. That dynamic that ran his course. He needs a new offensive mind. He need a new offensive voice in his ear, bro. Like because he regressed. I mean, he regressed this year, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, 18 picks in 14 games is outrageous. The man never do interceptions before. Like, I don't understand what was going on. Like, it's time for a new offensive voice in his ear and get this man straightened back up and see what we can do with a new system. You know what I'm saying? It might be able to take his game to another level. It might not. He might have peaked. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know unless we get some fresh new offensive ideas in here, man.
And because this is the same exact offense that he's been in his entire career.
Exactly.
At some point, you know, what I'm saying? Most of the time, most of those quarterbacks that stay in the same offensive system their entire career, like before Aaron Rodgers got Matt LaFleur,
right?
He had some success, so of course you can see why he would stay in the same system. Drew Brees stayed in the same system,
right?
You know, Andy Reid, same system. These are systems that were always an automatic. You can bank on these systems being top of the line.
Yeah.
So I can understand it being a staple, a foundation for years to come. This offense that we have, I get it. It's the number one offense every time that
statistically, bro, eyeball test.
I get it. Like I said, I get it. The numbers are cute. I get it. But once again, the success that we always come up lacking is always something.
Yeah.
This is what I want. I want you to touch on this when we're gonna read this. That problem is his IQ and his inability to continue to stay at his main target. I want you to go first before I go.
It's in the zone. He's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league at beating zone coverage, as we've seen Monday night. That won't stop him. It's something with cover two. Cover two is light, and he don't see the linebackers. So it's something. I wouldn't say he's not a smart quarterback. You gonna be a starter for 7 years in the NFL without having, knowledge, but something about cover two, man. He just goes blank, and like he try to force his balls. He don't see coverage. You don't see any linebackers. So I think it's just a certain coverage that just confuses him. And for him to be in the league that long, that it shouldn't be doing that. So, but yeah, and he does stare down. When he gets in the jam, he'll stare his guy down, and that's where a lot of his interceptions come from.
Well, I'll the stare at his main target. I'll touch on that part. Because your other targets are inconsistent.
Now who else getting open, right?
like when Michael Gallup is struggling to get open,
no separation.
How am I going to throw it to him? Noah Brown struggling to get open. T.Y. just getting here. Like, your main target is CeeDee Lamb. Your security blanket is Dalton Schultz. So I understand that you have a comfort level and a trust in those guys to get it done. But I mean, most of the time, your go-to guys, most teams go to their go-to guys.
Right.
Because we can't have it both ways, because when he throws an interception to Noah Brown and he drops it, you say, well, why was he going to Noah Brown in that situation? Why wasn't he going to CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah.
You say that, right? Or then when he forced the pass to CeeDee Lamb, you say, well, why is he forcing it?
Right, because T.Y. was open, just like yesterday.
At some point, it's like we can't have it both ways. Now, when it comes to his IQ, it's like, okay, cool, you can say that, and I won't really necessarily argue that. You know what?
Because definitely certain coverages give him a problem, so that's part of it.
But that's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
But that's where your coach will give you an easy button.
I knew it was coming. There you go.
That's where your coach gives you easy button. Because you didn't think we didn't see cover two. Pat Mahomes struggled with cover two last year. And what did Andy Reid do?
Cover two beaters. Let's bring them out. Let's work on them. Let's get them in there.
You say all the time. We did see Joe Burrow struggle with cover two last year. Sometimes this year. And what did they do? They made
look at Josh Allen.
Yeah, and look at they give you an easy button to do. Like what is the easy button? Like when are we scheming these guys open to make a play?
That's when it comes back to the offensive philosophy, bro. What are we doing to make it easier for your quarterback?
Go back to last game. We made Brock Purdy look like a rookie last night.
Man, running for his life.
We had him flustered. He's getting sacked. He's holding the ball longer than usual. But when they needed a play, we're going to give him credit because he made the play.
Right. But hit the easy button.
Oh my! I mean, it's an easy throw. Here goes the decision. You don't have to read. You don't have to. You don't have to have IQ. You
Right.
be the dumbest quarterback and make the throw.
Go to the line, call it, and run it. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, it's just
Well, like where's that? Where the layups at? You know what I'm saying? I never seen a team in the NFL that can't run a screen, but like any type of screen, wide receiver screen, bubble screen, tight end screen, halfback screen. I don't understand. Something should be easy out there for that.
Dak is too talented. He needs another OC to maximize those talents. And I agree, Dot. I mean, and once again, I don't want to make this a blame Kellen type of deal. It's just your time is up.
Yeah.
You know, your time is up. It's something that we could do differently.
Yeah.
It's certain throws that you can make. It's certain schemes, things that you can do to get your playmakers the ball. It's a lot of time. When we had a plethora of weapons, we still struggled to get the playmakers the ball, and we wondered why was that the case. Why was that?
Remember say it's too many weapons. Like what?
We had too many weapons.
Like how?
At one point. But that seemed like to be the case. But once again, we did say Kellen had one of his best years with less weapons.
Well, right. I just don't know, bro. Like I said,
great quarterback makes things happen. Knack that. I mean,
I agree, man. Yeah, I mean,
great quarterback make things happen.
Very true. Mahomes went out there with a high ankle sprain and whipped up on who they play. Jaguars on 1 foot, hopped around all second half.
I had a question. Did we ever confuse him with Mahomes?
Sure did. No, definitely.
All right. You know, certain things that I mean, but at certain things at certain points, and we're gonna touch on it later. I mean, at certain point, you don't take weapons away and tell your quarterback to get better.
Yeah. Like you literally got burst on offense on purpose, knowing. And look at the quarterbacks. Look at the quarterbacks in the NFC that's in the play and that's Purdy, Hurts.
Look at the weapons they have.
Look at the team. Look what their teams did. Like we talked about earlier in the segment. They know their quarterbacks have deficiencies. They knew that, and they went out and put stuff all around them cats, man.
Not even just look at the play. Not even look at the final quarterback. Look at every quarterback that's been paid. So don't tell me that his contract was hindering us from getting talent.
Right.
Look at every quarterback that's been paid and look at the talent that they still have offensively. You don't make your team less.
Right.
And tell your quarterback to be better just because he's been paid.
Right.
That's an excuse, and that's a narrative that people will feed into. Oh, because he paid $40 million.
That's a terrible business model right there, bro. Like you paying them more money means you need to give them some more help.
Let's talk about this play. That Mr. Wide Open TY a couple times. Trust me, your job at the quarterback is to make the right read and deliver the ball. I do believe yes, he definitely missed TY a couple times.
Like at least three times he was wide open.
The one pass up the middle of the seam that he made.
CD.
That was going to be a tough catch because Fred Warner made a great play. One of the best coverage linebackers, I stated. CD could have made the play. He did make the play, but like I said, TY was running wide open at that time.
Wide open.
Some of his reads, they didn't get a lot of sacks. They didn't get a lot of sacks on that.
Right.
But they got a lot of pressures.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're speeding up his clock.
Yeah.
So I get it.
He do this. If they do this a couple of times, I know something bad about to happen, bro.
Oh yeah, you already.
but something bad about to happen.
Yeah. Well, like you said, he missed a few throws.
Yeah, he missed T.Y. He missed T.Y. wide open a couple of times. The 40-yard pass to CD, it was an easy touchdown if you just hit him in stride. He was going to the house. I mean, boy, it was a rough one.
Ricky didn't have turnovers. Dak did.
We can't. That's true, technically. Yeah. Diggs had one right in his chest. He dropped.
Right in his chest.
Wilson had one that Michael tipped that he couldn't catch, and Bland had one right there at the 1 yard line that he could have caught.
Yeah, and also and Michael was this close to getting a strip sack.
Right. So I mean, technically, he didn't turn the ball over, but it was 3 of them that should have been picks right there.
I mean, sometimes God damn, bro, we just don't get lucky sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Ward knocked the ball down and it stuck right in the Fred Warner's gut.
Right. The same exact play happened to Diggs,
and he dropped it. I mean,
Then they go and score. If Diggs make that interception,
we having a different conversation.
yeah. So they had opportunities.
That takes points off the board. Like I said,
Yeah,
don't take that into consideration as I'm absolving Dak, because I know that's how he, this in particular, my guy Denzel, you know, he likes to, you know, interpret some things differently. We're not absolving Dak. Play bad.
This is all on that.
We are definitely we're gonna get to we're gonna get to the all Dak segment soon.
Yeah,
so he can't wait. I know he's ready to, you know, get on that, but you know.
No, we with you on that. That costs us the game, but they definitely had opportunities for the turnovers. I mean, literally in their hand. You just ain't make the plays. And that's how you, and one thing with Cowboys, bro, when plays like that start having fluke plays and we drop them and the other team making them, you already know, like, here it comes.
You know what time it is.
What time it is.
If McCarthy is such an offensive guru, why won't he call plays?
I think he just want to be a walk around head coach. And I'm not mad at that.
I think
he be on all aspects of the team.
I think he learned from his time in Green Bay. That maybe it was time to relinquish some of his play calling duties. But once again, Kellen not at the time. Kellen is a bright young mind. He's a growing offensive coordinator. So the fact that what McCarthy was supposed to do was mold Kellen into being one of these top-notch offensive. You know, he was supposed to be the one to help guide him to upper echelon.
Right. That's my issue with it too. Like, honestly, like you just saying, you know, Kellen is OC, definitely. But McCarthy need to have some input. And to his credit, he did. I mean, you could tell
he put his imprint on a lot of things in his offense when especially when we lost Dak.
Yeah. Then you can tell Mike McCarthy got up in one of the meetings, was like, yo, we need to stop doing this, we need to start doing this. But to your point, like I said, I can see him not wanting to be the play caller, the primary play caller, because he want to be all aspects of the team. But I got him putting some input in should definitely be part of the equation as well too, though.
But also, as we got to be honest, Merritt, he was hired. That was the conditions of him being hired.
Kellen.
You have to keep Kellen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's that front office stuff, man.
He's gonna keep it a buck. You know that would say it again.
That's that front office stuff, man.
So I mean, that's where we at when it comes to that aspect. Like I said, some of the things that he disliked about the offense should have been taken out, should have been adjusted. You know, certain things that he did well in Green Bay should have been added, should have been, you know, adjusted to implement it into our offense. Yes, we should have been seeing some more of those things. Like you say, I remember in the Green Bay times, like I said, never had an issue with, you know, getting some of your playmakers the ball. We never had some, you know, we never had some of those issues. It's like sometimes we fall asleep on offensive sides. It's like it's very weird, but you know, he definitely deserves some criticism, and this is why I can't let this slide. We watched the game. We watched all game yesterday. At what point? I mean, other than I guess I will say the last play of the game or deciding to kick, punt, whatever. At what point did we say, McCarthy, what are you doing?
I don't think, like I said, people got to, I know, because everybody, we're Cowboys fans, so we watch mostly Cowboys games. Andy Reid struggled with the clock sometimes. Sean Payton struggled with the clock sometimes. Bill Belichick. I mean, it's a lot going on in the NFL game, man.
In that same exact game, Kyle Shanahan struggled with the managing
Kyle Shanahan in the first half, right? Like, it just.
Bro, but this play in particular that he's referring to, when we rushed the punt team on the field, did y'all not see the referee standing on the ball that not allowing us to hike the ball?
Couldn't snap the ball because the referee was standing right there. Yeah.
Like, don't let Greg Olsen hype you up, and because he like, what are y'all doing? Y'all got to hurry up and hike. They was not allowing us to hike the ball. Is that McCarthy's fault?
Yeah, it showed. I heard him say that. And they showed the replay, and the ref was standing over the ball
right there.
Yeah.
Because once again, once you make a substitution, you got to allow the team to make a substitution. The 49ers made a late substitution, and it might have been strategic. Yeah,
right. I'm sure it was. Like, so we're not saying Mike McCarthy perfect at all. We're not saying he's perfect. I don't think time management is a huge issue with him. Like I mean, like it happens in every game. It happens there. He's not perfect, but I don't think that's the
But like I
main
said, but
issue.
when you watch that game yesterday, ain't nothing that you
That's
felt
not.
like, oh yeah, look, Mike McCarthy let this team down. They wasn't ready to
Yeah, that's
play.
not. Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
come on,
That
bro.
wasn't an
Like,
issue yesterday. Nah.
like I
Time
said,
management wasn't an issue yesterday.
and that's it. That comes to me calming down on certain. You're gonna believe what you want to believe.
Yeah.
If you already wasn't a fan of Mike McCarthy, so it's nothing that he can do. He have to win it all for you to receive some credit. If you wasn't a
And me,
fan, of,
me, when she was in that group text when we had Mike McCarthy, me and Hill won't know Mike McCarthy fans at all. He didn't change my perspective on him, man. He's a man's a good coach.
put us in position, man.
Man's a
Like
good
I
coach.
said, we've seen inept coaching.
Yes.
Like we've been on the field and be like, oh man,
Mm-hmm.
we definitely about to get our coach today.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely. Man's a good coach.
Defensively, it's very bad that we can say about the defense. The defense gave us a winning effort.
Oh yeah.
But
definitely.
the one bad thing that I am going to say is Trayvon Diggs. It was two plays that could have changed the game exactly completely.
Completely. No, Trayvon getting the narrative, bro. My man be looking soft out there. He don't want no smoke. I don't understand. He's not physical at all, bro. For be a Bama cat, that junk. I ain't trying. I'm not going. It's not. I'm not hating on him. I'm just keeping it real, bro. My man, he can cover. He cover the hell out you. Like he cover, man. Like you laying in bed, blanket on you. You covered. But when it comes time to get physical, he ain't trying to hit you, bro. I don't know what's going on. And like we talked about, what he do? He turns the ball over. When's the last time he made a play on the ball? I can't remember the last time he made a play on the ball. Dropped the pick six against Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped another pick a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped the easy pick yesterday. Could have blew up Kittle. Jonathan, you know what Donovan Wilson would have did to Kittle on that play?
Bro, any tackle would have helped. Any tackle would have dropped the ball. He would have dropped the ball. Hey, how about even just tipping the ball if you gonna go tackle him?
Something.
I mean, but that whiff was so bad.
It's so bad, embarrassing.
I mean, bro. I mean, God damn.
Embarrassing. Like, did you at least pinch the bitch?
Yeah. and like
I
said, and like I said, we understand he has a flaw when it comes to tackling. We're not asking him to be, be somebody that he's not. But,
right.
but you are playing football,
bro.
And that particular tackle,
mm-hmm.
that was the one.
I mean, because the Tampa Bay, bro, he looked. I mean, he didn't want no parts of tackling last week. Did it come out and whip like? Come on, man.
Yeah, that Tampa Bay game was. I mean, he didn't want to jump on the ground and get the fumble.
Like, bro, the league watch film. That soft narrative gonna be out there, and teams gonna make you tackle.
I'm gonna make you do something, get involved in some way.
Thank you.
But like I said, you didn't need no film for that. Right? Any type of tackle on Kittle in that play or a knock down the ball would have helped. And on top of that, okay, you're not gonna do that when that ball hits you in your hand. The one thing that we hang our hat on when it comes to you,
that's what you do.
That's what you do, and you dropped it.
Come on, man.
That was critical.
And we literally just talked about that the week before. When's the last time that Diggs made a play on the ball? I can't remember the last time he made a play on the ball. That was his moment right there, man.
I got M. Dot is on fire, man. We gotta holler at me in the face, bro. Let's see who you are.
Yeah, we need some. Yeah, we need to get some linebackers in here. Some of you.
We just don't have the linebackers to cover in cover one, Rob.
Yeah,
I mean,
because Damone Clark, he's a downhill line. He's gonna be good, but he's not a coverage linebacker. This is LVE. Yeah, he a free agent. So what we gonna do?
I mean,
what we gonna do?
I was about to say we got to bring him back.
We got to,
but I don't have the confidence in our front office to, do the things necessary that we need to because we lost again. We lost again, but we're gonna have a whole entire show next week about the offseason, the moves. We will go into detail about that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, but how I'm feeling right now is kind of how I felt last year. And what did we do? I said after we lost last year, I said, oh yeah, there's a lot of people not coming back based off how we lost.
Mm-hmm.
And what did we do? We purposely got rid of them. So I can see us letting guys walk this year because we didn't get it done.
Right, bro. Listen to this. 3 free agents we made doing free agency, not during the season. You know, we got made some during the season because we had to. Doing free agency. Dante Fowler, James Washington, Ryan Nall. James Washington hurt, cut. 1 drop pass. Ryan Nall hurt, didn't cut, didn't make the squad.
Made the team.
Dante Fowler had 6 snaps against San Francisco yesterday.
And then don't forget Anthony Ball. We got Anthony Ball right before camp.
Oh, you're right, and Anthony Ball. He helped us out.
He did.
That's a terrible
offseason. That's the offseason.
And lost Amari Cooper.
we
didn't lose him. We gave him away. Amari Cooper.
That's the offseason. And you telling me that you was trying to win. Like
after a 12-win season going to the playoffs, that's what you do.
Yeah. Trayvon has that wide receiver diva swag to me. He always tries to get people down with the shoulder tackle.
Exactly.
A lot of yards after catch because of that. I mean, right
on the money, baby. Right on the money. Exactly.
It's frustrating, but that's more and more reason that cornerback 2 is definitely high on that list.
Yeah,
because of the majority of this year, he was not engaged because teams wasn't really throwing at him. Disengaged Trayvon is going to get what we got these past couple weeks.
Yep, soft,
not involved, dropping passes. It is so. We have to improve on the other side of the cornerback, so teams can start throwing at him again, so we can get the best part of Trayvon, which is his playmaking ability.
Thank you, bro. Where would this team be if we didn't hit on a 6th round rookie out of Fresno State, Bland? Where would this team be? Good Lord!
I mean, go get some.
You already know. Cut it out.
Yep. Injury report. We definitely lost Tony Pollard. Losing Tony Pollard was definitely
that changed the whole offensive game plan right there,
which was disheartening.
Right. We couldn't run no outside zone, or we could have, but they didn't give Malik Davis a snap. But I digress.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, okay, we got Zeke. Okay, we knew Zeke. We know what Zeke can do. His role. We know what Zeke's role was.
Short yardage, goal line. That's it.
So you mean to tell me Malik Davis couldn't do nothing?
Couldn't do nothing.
Okay, cool.
He couldn't run one outside zone run.
We couldn't even try.
Try. I mean, he got burst. Oh, we can't run a toss to Malik Davis, but we can run to Zeke. Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Bro, it looked like Zeke was stuck in mud on that daggone outside toss, and that jump was blocked perfect too. Tony Pollard would have had 10 on that jump.
He hit the hop step, tried to get somebody. I mean, bro. It was like that lets you further know again that he's done.
If Zeke is back on this team next year, I know this team ain't serious about winning. Y'all just it's loyalty, man. We love it, but yeah, I mean, not to a detriment of your team, bro. I don't care about him taking no pay cut. He don't need to be on the. What does he bring into the team at this point?
Because once again, if you bring him back, you're gonna have to play him based off his name.
Thank you. Exactly.
So it's more beneficial to just letting them go.
Let them go.
Than to bring him back.
I love
like
Zeke.
Loves
I love that man. He gave us everything he had, and and that's another Cowboy great. We wasted his career.
Yep, completely wasted. Ran and we like you said, he's done.
How many more years Zach Martin got?
You text me. You text me during the game. He said, right when Tony Pollard got injured. Right, he said, "We go get Turpin involved on the offense." So all year we've been asking for Turpin on offense.
This was the time,
and we never seen it. So even if he wasn't, I'm not saying you put him at running back and give him some toss, but
right.
Those check downs that you was throwing, those swing passes that you was throwing to Tony Pollard.
Thank you.
Tell me you couldn't do that with Turpin at all,
bro. My man getting his space. His vision is in question on some of the returns, but he can at least get you a first down.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, like you said, you didn't even try to get him involved. But like you said, we go keep. I mean, CD, you kept giving CD jet sweeps, or you were
Right.
giving CD short passes, you were giving CD screen, and like I say, CD ball. This is not an indictment
Yeah.
for CD, but it's like you're not even gonna try Turpin at all.
Bro, run CD, TY, and Turpin at the defense. Put them in the bind. You know what I'm saying? That one on film. I'm sure they got some plays in the playbook with Turpin out there as wide receiver. Come on, man. You got to do something new. So if it ain't working, you hit your head against the wall.
Yeah, you damn sure could at least try. Emphasis on try to get Turpin out there. And that's all you ask for.
What's up, boy?
That's all you ask for when it comes to your playmakers, because like you said, you're losing the playmaker. You use your other playmakers, get them involved. But once again, resort back to what you're accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
Once you lose somebody, or your game player has to adjust, you fold. That's an indictment on.
That's a play call.
I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna sound like I'm bashing. But like I said, Tony Pollard broke his fibula. I was thinking it was just hopefully high ankle, but it was a broken fibula. He's on the air cast. It's a 3 to 5 month injury. Basically off, if you go to 4 or 5 months, he should be back for training camp. Like I said, next week we'll definitely discuss the off-season plans or how we want to go about, bringing people back or going to get people. But once again, our top playmakers is CD and Tony Pollard.
That's it.
Security blanket.
Schultz. Free agent. Tony Pollard. Free agent. Like
it's definitely it's frustrating. When we get back to matter of fact, let's just get to it. Stop alluding to it.
Right.
We said all that. We said all that. We said the game plan was inefficient. We said that the secondary wide receivers weren't helping. They were non-existent outside of CD. Schultz did his thing. Dude does what he does. His security blanket. With all that said and done, we posted the meme. This loss, 100% on Dak.
Yeah,
Dak still played bad.
Play bad. Your captain lost it for you. Your captain let you down, bro. Did not show up.
If he just had, and the interceptions are the interceptions. He gave up 2. They only got 6 points out of those interceptions. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, we still had opportunities to win this game or to rebound from your mistakes. Right. Normally, when you have a mistake, you normally rebound. You get locked in. You get cerebral. You handle that. And on top of that, I can understand to a certain degree why he had difficulty, because this wasn't the same exact defense that DeMeco normally shows everybody. Went more too high, than he normally does. But at the end of the day, his defense was still his defense. It was the foundation, of the core of what they normally do, what they do best.
Won't do nothing special.
Bread and butter.
They won't do nothing special.
When we went hurry up, it was like you didn't really scare anybody. They know where the ball is going. They know you're not going deep. They know you're throwing short. They're sitting on short routes. They understand what to do, and still.
When hurry up and got a 3 and out.
And still, you as the quarterback, you as the leader, you as the main guy, you as the 7-year vet, you had an opportunity to win this game. You had an opportunity to see it, at least tie the game up, send it to overtime. Yep. You had an opportunity to shut the naysayers up. You had an opportunity, to build on your legacy. You had an opportunity to move on, and you failed us. You failed us
miserably. What I don't understand, how you look like it wasn't even a week. You look like you did Monday. Look like a Hall of Fame quarterback Monday. Like nothing you did was wrong Monday. To 6 days later, looking like that is, I just ain't got no words for it, bro. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, bro. Like how do you go from that to that in 6 days?
I get it. It's zone coverage. Both teams played a lot of zone coverage. I get it. Both teams play a different zone coverage. But at the end of the day, zone coverage.
Right. Like you just seen it for 7 years, bro. It's nothing new.
And was but what once again what's frustrating when we watch all these other shows is like we watch Broadus on 105.3 Fan, how he scouts the team every week.
Right.
He gives a scouting report every week. And I swear, we never use a scouting report.
He own the money all the time. Like
You
ain't nobody in the front office here. I'm sure they gotta hear the show. They come on the show.
He works
every
for
week
this, bro. He works for the Cowboys too.
for the Cowboys. Like,
okay, cool. Okay, you don't hear him. So boom. I watched Kurt Corner, Quarterback Confidential, study ball. Bro, he broke down the offense. He broke down the offense, the 49ers offense, on what they do and how they execute and what they do best. Like I said, it's the same plays. They just window drop it. They just window dress it. But it's the same exact plays. There's
a bunch of motion.
All the time, it's the same exact play.
Right.
Just window dress it, make it look like it's different. At the end of the day, it's the same exact play.
Same stuff.
If he's doing this, once again, it's Kurt Warner. He ain't playing the game.
He ain't coaching.
He just dropping it on YouTube, just showing you what it is, how to attack it, how to break it down every time. And I'm pretty sure that he gonna have another breakdown on what Dak did wrong, what he missed, or how he missed. I mean, that's his high view.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know where the money
gotta get them numbers.
But it's more so it's like we're seeing how to attack these people. Like, what are you watching? What film are you watching, bro? Like I stated earlier, we seen the Miami game when Tua was just missing wide open dudes in the zone.
You're right.
We seen Jarrett Stidham light them up. Like you said, we seen some dudes. Like I said, I didn't even mention the Chiefs game because that's Patrick Mahomes. But I used those two. I used those two games in particular. It was late in the year. Something that you can hang, something that you can duplicate, something that you can implement, something that you can do. Right. Where was it? Like, where was it?
Like who? Like when Dak watch film, like who's in there with him watching film? That's what I want to know. It's like what coach is in there with him? Like, look, this what we see this right here. We can't throw this ball when we got that look. That like is he doing it like this watching film by himself? Like I don't understand. Like what coach is he watching film with, and what are they talking about?
But we always question: do we watch film? Do our coaches watch film? Because, like I say, we don't never steal nothing that nobody else does.
Or offensively, like we know Dan Quinn in there getting it in.
We ain't talking about Dan Quinn.
Yeah, offensively, do they like what is going on offensively, bro, in the film room?
We like I said, like, defensively, we got everything we needed from Dan Quinn. We got everything we needed from their defense. They did everything. Of course. They missed a few plays, missed a few turnover plays. We got that, but we seeing him how to attack certain people based off their personnel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What they do.
Why can't the offense do that?
Once again,
why
can't we? Like you said, what are you doing at this point? Like I said, Kellen was calling some plays. Calling some plays that we wish he didn't. But if he was reading them correctly, you could have some of them plays.
Right,
way quicker. Some of the plays couldn't have been contested. Some of the plays we could have dinked and ducked all the way down the field. You could have done things better if you was reading the field correctly. Like we stated earlier, you missed Ty on the scene when you trying to throw it to CD.
You missed him a couple times.
Where was the deep shot down the field? Period. What did you bring Ty down here?
Where's the play action at? Where's the play action at?
Where was that at? Like, I mean, how many times did you run? You ran the ball you ran the ball like 4 times at the most.
Bro, Malik Davis didn't get a carry.
Now I'm talking about Dak running, but he didn't get a carry at all. So I mean, you set up to at some point. You have autonomy to change the plays. You have autonomy to
read coverages. Check out something that it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's like what are you reading?
Right.
And at this point in your 7-year career, if you have trouble struggling with certain reads and certain coverages, then we have to have somebody else in your ear.
Let it be known that you struggle with that. But the coaches should know anyway. But let it be known. And nobody else got to say nothing. Right.
The evidence has been put out there.
Yep.
But listen, these are the same. But you're still calling the same plays that he struggles with.
Right.
It's like, how many plays are you going to call that's going to help him out? But since you're not going to do, like I said, we have to get a different voice. Somebody has to be different because, like I said, we see we see the strengths of Dak. and we also see the weaknesses.
Right.
At some point, when are we going to cater to his strengths?
Thank you.
At some point, when is this offense going to be tailored around his strength? Because
exactly what the Eagles did. Look what the Eagles did. We talking about Jalen Hurts not going to be the backup last year, not being the starter. He went from that to damn MVP because you tailor it to the offense around him. That's simple.
You got him some playmakers.
Mm-hmm.
You did not lessen his weapons. You got him more weapons, but you actually tailored, like you say, how many throws? When we watch this game next week, it might not be the right game to watch the game next week because, like I said, it's the number one defense. He's going to struggle, or he's going to look, different than he's looked in his MVP year. But if you look at a lot of his throws,
easy reads, one read, 3-step drive, it's something quick, get the ball out, RPO, easy button, man.
And it's not an indictment on him because he's making the correct plays.
It's smart. It's smart football.
He's making the plays, but you're setting him up
to succeed
for success. You're not asking him to be like not being somebody differently.
3rd and 30, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. No, put him in, short down the distance and make a play.
What offense not tailored to that? He's been with Dillon 45 years. I'm trying to figure. What are you not grasping, bro? Like this. What are we not seeing? You got to explain furthermore. What are you not hearing from us that you're not understanding? Because
Kellen he doesn't have we don't have a stable in his offense. Like this philosophy is all over the place. We don't have an easy button for that. He can't just we got curl routes and comebacks. We don't have like a stable run, a stable pass play. Like 49ers, man, they need something slant hit to Debo, McCarthy out the backfield, Kittle. We don't it's a YOLO ball to TY or let CD break 100 tackles. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that staple.
And I'm giving him time. Hopefully that he's in the comments. I'm giving him time because, like I said, he is a 49ers fan. He actually sees a tailored offense to his quarterback strength.
Mm.
Like, what are you asking? Well, okay, cool. And once again, I know hopefully he's typing. He has his frustrations with Jimmy.
Right.
But what was Kyle asking of Jimmy to do? Right?
Make the right reads.
Was the offense not, tailored towards Jimmy's strength? Like, how often when Jimmy got in the game, how often does Jimmy throw the ball down the field?
But I said Jimmy do what the NFC Championship, Jimmy do the ball 9 times? The year they went to the Super Bowl.
you feel what I'm saying? So so now without Jimmy, so transition from Jimmy to Brock Purdy, what is he asking Brock to do? Just make the right read. I'm giving you the right read. I'm giving you the answers to the test before the test.
Mm-hmm.
Already. I'm giving you the answers.
Right.
That's tailoring your offense to your quarterback.
Right. Kellen relies more on Dak playing hero ball a lot more. Like it's not a set it's a constant system. It's not. Like I say, he doesn't have a philosophy.
This is what happened. See, he showed up late, and he did announce that he did show up late. So once y'all don't think y'all need more weapons, that's one of the first things that we did say. But once again, he did announce that he showed up late, so he didn't hear that. So he didn't hear that part.
Yeah, we thought we got worse on purpose. Like y'all just gave away Amari Cooper.
The offense was tailored to Cooper Rush, not so.
They ran a whole different. And that's the thing we're talking about. You see how the offense ran with Cooper Rush because they tailored that offense to Cooper Rush. Run heavy, a couple of play action throws here and there, and get and defense take over. That's exactly what they did. Then when Dak got back, they was like, "Oh man, Dak gonna do it. We don't need that game plan no more."
All safe throws. All safe throws that Kellen was making, and like you said, not Kellen was making, that Cooper was making all safe throws, and we all
ran the air out the ball.
And when we was going through that transition, all we kept saying was, "Dak run the same exact offense."
Thank you.
And on top, but I mean, it's different because, like you said, you're not going. It's like why would we restrain this quarterback? Because we know he has more talent. We feel that we can do more things with him.
Right. So they know Cooper's limited, so they had to do it like that.
And
we could have kept that same game plan, but let Dak do a little bit more. But no, it was like, "Yo, Dak back, he got it. Let's go. Let's throw the ball 50 times." You know what I'm saying?
Kellen, not Cal though, bro. Cal been on the NFL sidelines as a baby. It's different. You know that. We're not comparing. We're just
No, you're right. No,
explaining the
definitely,
difference.
definitely. You're right about that. You're right about that. That's why we were saying McCarthy need to be in there helping him with the game plan and developing him too. Because McCarthy been around 30 years. You know what I'm saying? He done seen everything. He got a good offensive philosophy.
We've been asking for that since Dez Bryant. Y'all don't make any offensive play calls or changes overall to get the most out of your players. This may be the first year primarily that I've seen us use our weapon, and I'm speaking of CeeDee Lamb at the most at his ability. Could we have taken more deep shots with CeeDee Lamb? Absolutely. When he had one-on-one coverage, we could have definitely been doing way more as we seen last year. Last night, but we didn't. But the moving around of CeeDee, moving them in the slot, moving them around, getting them in the ball, jet sweep. This has been the most I've seen us get a playmaker the ball in a while. That's why we did state earlier that this still has been Kellen's best year as a play caller. His time is just up with that.
Think about this. Tony Pollard been on the team for 4 years. We just using him this year. The man just went to waste. 4 years, and we just finally using them.
Can I rebuttal that though, bro? Can I rebuttal that though?
Oh yeah.
Tony has made tremendous strides. He's improved every year. He is not the same guy that we drafted as a rookie.
That's true.
Because if you remember his rookie year, he had a fumbling issue and he could not run between the tackles at all. You know, he improved in all areas, all aspects of his game. Last year was more incriminating of not getting him more involved. Especially when Zeke was injured.
Right.
Zeke was clearly injured. That's a clear indictment on the whole entire coaching staff not getting Tony Pollard involved. Now this year they got Tony Pollard involved. They got Tony Pollard as much as we possibly wanted, and it showed. You know, Tony is a man, but us, I can't go as far as saying we wasted Tony because he wasn't this Tony that we got this product, and I still don't think he's a finished product. But this is a well improved Tony Pollard than when we first drafted Tony Pollard.
Yeah,
like I said, now they may have taken a little bit too long to get to this point, which was once again an indictment.
Last year was terrible, bro. Last year was terrible.
It's an indictment on the coaching staff.
Yeah,
but, you know. Let me see. It sounds like y'all saying y'all want the game simplified for that, but y'all also need the run game established with meet this decision around Zeke.
Definitely.
Once again,
simplify the game for exactly. You see what happens when he does too much thinking, patting the ball, interceptions. Get him some nice, quick. You know what I'm saying? Some quick, easy decisions, man. Some layups.
And I understand why he's here, you know, because like you said, we played the 49ers. You know, you want to hear how he talked about the 49ers game. He is a 49ers fan, so he hasn't been with us the entire season. But our winning philosophy for Dak in this entire offense was 30 for 30.
30 for 30. 30 for 30.
We wanted 30 passes. We wanted 30 runs. However you got to the 30 runs, that's what we wanted. Because like I said, he's the best at play action passes. He's best at simple throws.
Simple throws. Moving the pocket.
Simplifying for him, he has the talent to elevate a simplified game plan.
Yeah.
So you're understanding. He's understanding what we're saying. He's understanding what we're saying. So we're not at a loss. Not being used year 3 for him should have been used. Like I said last year, like you said, when Zeke was clearly injured. Clearly injured.
Bro, somebody should have got fired for that right there, though, on some real, like, you know, somebody. That was terrible.
But and I just don't want it to be lost. And I'm not making no excuse for Dak's game yesterday. I am not absolving him wholeheartedly completely. Like I said, once again, yesterday lost 100% on Dak. He lost that game as a starting quarterback, as a leader. You lost us that game, plain and simple. But other people or other factors can be explained at the same exact time as we explained that. But don't get nothing twisted.
Right.
That
This on full.
Horrible. This is on full.
This on full.
I just want that to be clear. You know, I'm a Dak apologist. I'm a Dak fan. You call me what you want, whatever. I don't give him criticism. But you know, you say what you want. You know, that's fine.
Right.
I'm just making sure that y'all hear me clear.
Mm-hmm.
This loss yesterday against the 49ers, number one defense. I get it. It's on Dak.
Right.
You have to be better. You have to be better.
Gotta be. You get paid to be better.
And we're going to leave off on this. And I know next week we're going to go more in depth on the free agents. You know, our initial offseason plan, what we want to do going forward, and moving on forward. We're going to let y'all know how we're going to feel about draft prospects, about the draft, and all that. But as of right now, initially, so what's next?
Well, it's a lot of turnover coming for this team, and we got a lot of starters that are going to be free agents, or a lot of role players that contribute. So, I mean, the team can look a lot of different next year. I mean, we can literally have a brand new running back room. Tony Pollard, free agent. Zeke, he making way too much money in his watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like my jeans. I mean, like, bro, we can have a brand new running back room. What we doing with Tyron Smith? Is he coming back? Is he going somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Conor McGovern free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna get a new deal? Is he gonna be going like we playing Tyler? Tyler gonna be a left tackle? Gonna be a left guard? Like what are we doing there? I mean, it's a lot that could happen. A lot that need to happen. Kellen Moore.
Mm-hmm.
We need a new offensive philosophy on this squad. Need somebody in that ear, a new voice, man. What we gonna do there? If we run this shit back with the same exact personnel, the same coaches on offense, I know we ain't serious about winning. I'm keeping it real, man. If I see Zeke lined up, if I see that 21 behind 4 next year for the first snap, I'm like, yeah, season over before it begins, man. He brings. I mean, if you ain't helping the team, you're hurting the team, man.
So, and my and for us, it starts out. They should be on the search, or they should have a contingency plan for defensive coordinator. What are you going to do? Are you going to promote? Are you going to promote George Edwards? Are you going to promote Joe Witt?
I'll tell you right now, Joe Witt gonna be Dan Quinn's defensive coordinator because Dan Quinn brought Joe Witt over.
Mm-hmm.
Al Harris going with Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn brought Al Harris over.
Did he?
And all the defensive line coach going with Dan Quinn because he brought him over.
Did he bring Al Harris, or was Al Harris McCarthy guy?
Oh, you're right. You might be. No. You're right. But I think he did come with McCarthy.
I think he.
You might be right. Yeah.
But I do believe you when she say a lot of his defensive staff is gone, and I say
he brought them cats with him.
Are you going to be prepared? I mean, Joe Witt did have a lot of defensive coordinator interviews last year. I'm not sure how they feel. Maybe they may promote Joe Witt,
right?
And maybe he may take. Maybe they may take George Edwards, D-line coach. Maybe some things, he may take some pieces away. I want to see what we're going to do with that. I hope they have a plan because they're not going to get the luxury of having Dan Quinn again.
No.
I think, like I said,
no way 2 years in a row he don't take that. No way.
He did us a favor. He did us a favor by returning.
Right.
Or the Broncos did us a favor by passing up on him. It is, but we're not going to have that luxury again. Y'all need a new defensive role.
Yeah. When we talk about if Quinn leaves, we will need a new defensive staff. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he take, like I said, a lot of them cats are his guys. He brought to Dallas with him, so them guys going.
It's a lot of it's some people out there. If you want to go outside, you want to go outside the organization. So like we're saying, you have options. But are you prepared to exercise those options?
Right. And you got to think about it. Even in this terms, if Dan Quinn do go somewhere else, some of them defensive free agents we have, that's some solid cats. You think them cats don't want to play with Dan Quinn? Stay in that same defense? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we know. Yeah,
stuff like that we got to think about.
Offensively, I definitely want. If bare minimum. Let's say bare minimum. I need Nussmeier fired.
Right, bare minimum.
I need, and for those that don't know, that's the quarterback's coach. I need him fired.
Right. We got two coaches holdovers from the Jason Garrett era on offense. Kellen Moore and Nussmeier.
And
get them out.
I know having the number one offense when Dak is healthy under Kellen Moore is definitely not fireable. Like, you can't justify firing him. You know, we can only hope that he gets a head coaching job. But we're not good. I don't see us moving on from Kellen.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting no job this year either. So
I think Joe Philbin did a hell of a job. This year with the hand that he was dealt. We definitely wanted him fired last year.
Right, he stepped it up.
So he stepped his game up offensively. Like, say, Luna Wells did a great job with the tight end. I forgot the wide receiver coach name. He did a wonderful job with it, and he was dealt.
And Prince something.
Yeah, I believe so.
Prince.
So offensively, the offensive staff could have a shake. Like I say, bare minimum, we have to get the Nussmeier. He has to get up out of there.
Yeah,
you know? He has to get up out of there. We have to find a new quarterbacks coach. Like maybe I don't. Somebody that can cuss. Let's just say that.
Somebody hoop and holler.
Yeah, if you can't cuss in the interview, you can't come.
We need somebody that can hoop and holler or something. Good Lord.
You know,
those something.
Bare minimum. Like I said, we do believe that Dak needs a new voice in his ear.
He does,
like
man.
I believe his time has ran a course with Kellen. That's not an indictment of Kellen. Kellen definitely has made strides as an offensive coordinator.
Right.
And if Kellen Moore would have hit the streets, Kellen Moore will have a job in a day. You know, that's the resume. That's the resume that he put. Put out there. But once again, I just believe that if you're not one of those staple offenses that can be sustained through the test of time, Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan, Sean Payton, Sean McVay, those guys, you do not cut from those cloth. Like, your offensive system,
right?
It just runs its course.
Hey, look at Brian Daboll. Look what he did for Josh Allen. And then look for Daniel Jones. Man, Josh Allen regressing some. Peterson. Look what he did for Carson Wentz.
And
look what we do for Trevor Lawrence.
So,
I mean, we need a system like that, man.
We could say what we want to. Look at Kevin O'Connell. Look what he did for Kirk Cousins. Like, you say what you want about Kirk. Kirk had a great statistical year again. It's just it's time. It's time. It's time for something different. Because at some point, something has to change. You cannot keep going into every offseason with doing the same thing in the offseason and expecting a different result. We're going to be here at the same point next year.
Doing saying the same stuff.
Questioning,
what
are we doing?
Right. Like, we know the front office is always going to be the same. So something else got to shake.
And unfortunately, my brother, I'm not seeing too much change coming. I know, bro. So that has been the final regular season, postseason Dallas duo.
Man, thank y'all for hanging with us this whole season, man. It was a ball, bro. Too bad we couldn't get it done, man.
But we definitely had a ball. It's definitely been very therapeutic, throughout the year. Very helpful. I want to thank everybody that joined us along the way. Either you're a Cowboys fan or you're not. I appreciate everybody that showed up.
Most definitely.
Next week, we would definitely have an off-season preview. Our initial thoughts. We got the free agent list that we have. Do we keep? Do we let go? Do we franchise somebody? Do we give them an extension? What key free agents would we like to acquire? What positions would we like to attack? What would we like to do? It'll be our initial free agent off-season plan. Then, so be on the lookout. Then we're gonna move forward. We're gonna
get a little Super Bowl prediction.
Hopefully. Oh man, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
And then, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna give you free agent. We're gonna go come back a few weeks later or a month later before free agency starts. We're gonna attack free agency again, show you which key free agents that we would want, what we would do.
What we would do. We already know Stephen Jones ain't gonna do, but we would do.
We're gonna give you both versions. We're gonna give you what we think they gonna do,
right,
and what we would do.
Right.
And then we're gonna go. Then after that, we spread out. Go a couple months after that. We're gonna go to the draft.
Get ready for the draft.
And then we're gonna come back. Go a couple months after that. We're gonna get ready for training camp preview.
Back at it.
And then we'll be back next season, man. So y'all just stay on the lookout, in the Facebook group or on our social medias, seeing what we got going on, or how we feel, what the thoughts. Cowboy Nation, we appreciate y'all. We are here, community that we are building. Like I say, no insiders,
just insight, baby. That's it.
And we are the Dallas Duo. I am one half of the Dallas Duo. I am D Hill. That is D White. We out.
Appreciate y'all.